Yeah, good weekend. Good
Did you all
weekend.
see the supermoon?
What's a supermoon?
I'm glad you
Lisa's
asked.
been walking around the entire studio all morning asking everybody, have you seen the supermoon? Have you seen the supermoon? Did you see the supermoon? I saw the supermoon.
It was the big moon.
The big moon. The biggest moon of the year, the biggest and brightest. So here's what it is specifically in astronomical terms. A supermoon is actually, it's a simple phenomenon. It's when a new or full moon coincides with lunar perigee, the point at which the moon is closest to the Earth in its elliptical orbit around our planet. Anyway, it was a big moon. It was a big gas moon.
I know my kids were so excited about it, and like especially Reagan, she just kept talking about it and talking about it. She said, "I'm going to set my alarm to get up at 6 a.m. so I can see it." Right? This was yesterday morning, and so later on I said, "Did you see it?" And she goes, "I set it for 5:30 p.m. or 6 p.m." So she totally missed it. She was so bummed. But then you said last night.
No, it was actually last
seen it.
night. It was the best viewing last night because this was actually the brightest one on record, and it was amazing. So I got a phone call from little Emma Garrison, our friend's daughter. She's 6, and she goes, "Lisa, we can't find," and I thought she was saying Superman. "We can't find Superman." I was like, "Well, I don't have him." What are you saying? She's like, "Well, the Superman, we can't." Anyway, her mom got on the phone. She told me it was the supermoon. So Emma gets back on. She's like, "So you need to go look for the supermoon." And she's like, she said, "Why don't you come over?" And I was like, "I got my jammies on." She's like, "Well, you can come over in your pajamas. We just want to see the supermoon." Anyway,
Like you were going to bring the moon with you.
I know.
So who's measuring all that moon all that time? Is there somebody sitting in a little room?
I'm sure
every
there's a
night
job for that.
measuring,
I'm sure
so
that-
he,
I'm sure that
so he
NASA
can
has
say
something to
this
say about
was the biggest moon ever on record.
Well, they said, and then we'll see it again in August of 2014. So if you missed it, you'll get a chance to see it in a year.
Apparently once a
14
year.
years.
But
Set a date.
here are the myths. They say they're myths that supermoons trigger earthquakes. This is not true. That they drive people crazy. That one's still, the jury's out on that one, whether or not it drives people crazy. They say it's a myth, but I don't know. They cause flooding.
Canada's getting bad flooding.
Yeah, so they're saying these are all myths, but you got to wonder about the lunar, pull.
The tides,
Yes.
and all of that affect us.
Yeah.
Cockroaches, I mean,
Fascinating.
all that stuff matters to us. All matters.
Cockroaches?
Because in my background as a scientist,
I'm like, hold on. How do we go from tides to cockroaches?
Because Susie's
because of
here.
the supermoon. That wins.
Well, let's talk about something that I know.